If you're reading this, I'm already gone. Emily is downstairs, laughing with her brother. She's alive, safe. But this entry feels like a suicide note or a farewell letter. What does it mean? Emily's parents find a hidden notebook under her bed with a chilling first line. If you're reading this, I'm already gone. But Emily is still there until missing memories, eerie warnings, and a man in a black suit reveal a truth that could erase her forever. But before we start the video, let us know where you're watching this video. And if you like this story, don't forget to subscribe Story Store, and please share your thoughts about this story in comment section. The bedroom is dimly lit, the air thick with dust as Claire pulls back the bed skirt. She freezes. "David," she whispers. Her husband kneels beside her, eyes narrowing as she reaches for a dusty notebook wedged against the wall. The cover is worn, its edges frayed. Claire's fingers tremble as she flips it open. Her breath catches. If you're reading this, I'm already gone. A strangled sound escapes Claire's lips. David leans over her shoulder, reading the words again as if they might change. Gone. His voice cracks. His mind races to the worst possibility. Downstairs, laughter echoes from the living room. Emily, she's alive, safe. But the entry in her notebook, this doesn't sound like a teenage diary. It reads like a goodbye. Claire frantically turns the pages, scribbled notes, erratic handwriting. Some words underlined twice, others smudged as if written in a panic. Trust no one. He knows. Don't believe what they tell you. David exhales sharply, his pulse pounding. Who the hell is he? Claire grips the notebook tighter. This isn't normal. This sounds like a warning. They turn another page, revealing dates. Some already passed, others yet to come. One catches David's eye, tomorrow's date. Claire reads aloud, her voice shaking. March 15th, the beginning. A sudden crash from downstairs startles them. They snap the notebook shut, exchanging a look of dread. Emily's voice floats up the stairs light and carefree, but Claire no longer hears it the same way, because suddenly they aren't sure they really know their daughter at all. Claire and David sit on the bed, the notebook open between them. Page after page, the writing shifts between hurried scrawls and eerily precise sentences. Some are just a single line. If I forget, remind me. It's happening again. Why don't they remember her? David runs a hand over his face. This isn't a diary, it's something else. Claire stops at a list of names, circled in red. Some are familiar, teachers, classmates, others mean nothing to them. But one name is crossed out. Rachel. Who's Rachel? David frowns. Claire shakes her head. I don't know. Her fingers tighten around the page as she reads another entry. He watches me at night. Mom saw him too, but she won't remember. Claire stiffens. A memory flickers. The man at the grocery store, the feeling of being watched. But that was nothing. Right. David's voice is low. Claire, what if it wasn't nothing? They keep reading. Predictions. Events that happened exactly as Emily wrote them. One from last week. The car accident on 5th Street will happen before lunch. Claire gasps. David, we saw that accident. She wrote this before it happened. His hands tremble as he flips another page. Then he stops. A crude drawing of a man in a black suit. Beneath it, in shaky handwriting, if you see him, run. Claire and David sit Emily down at the kitchen table, the notebook between them. Emily, what is this? Claire's voice is tight, her fingers pressing into the worn cover. Emily's gaze flicks to the notebook, then back to her parents. Slowly, instead of fear, something else flickers in her expression, relief. You found it, she whispers. Now I don't have to do this alone. David swallows. Do what alone? Emily hesitates, then reaches for the book. I don't remember writing most of this, she admits, flipping through the pages, but I know it's mine. I've been tracking things I forget. Claire's stomach clenches. Forgetting? Emily, what does that mean? Emily meets her gaze, eyes dark, unreadable. Some days I wake up and things are different. People, events. But everyone acts like it's normal. She swallows. Rachel was real, I know she was, but no one remembers her. Not even me, until I read about her. David exhales sharply. Emily, that doesn't make sense. Emily flips to a specific page and points. It will when this happens. David stares. It's today's date. Tonight they will knock on the door. Don't let them in. A sudden, heavy knock echoes through the house. Claire jumps. David's breath catches. Emily's hands clench into fists. They're here. The knock comes again, louder. Claire grips David's wrist. Emily just stares at the door, unblinking. We don't answer, she says. David hesitates, then moves toward the peephole. A man in a black suit stands motionless on the porch. No expression, no movement. David's blood runs cold. It's him, the man from the notebook. Claire shudders. She remembers seeing him before, watching, waiting. Emily whispers, "If you see him, run." David steps back. The doorknob rattles. A voice, mechanical, distorted, seeps through the door. "Emily, time to come home." Claire gasps. "Who are you? What do you want?" No response. Just silence. Then a slow scraping sound along the wood, like fingernails dragging across it. Emily shuts the notebook and takes a shaky breath. He can't come in unless we let him. David's fists tighten. Then he stays out. Silence. After several minutes, David checks the peephole again. The man is gone. Claire exhales. What the hell is happening? Emily finally looks at them. I don't think this is the first time we've had this conversation. Claire's stomach flips. Emily turns to the notebook, flipping through pages until she stops at one. Claire's own handwriting stares back at her. You won't remember, but trust Emily. Claire's breath catches, because she has no memory of writing that. Emily drags them upstairs, notebook clutched in her shaking hands. She flips through the pages, searching. I write everything down, she says, every day so I don't forget. She stops at a week-old entry. Mom will find this. She won't remember. Claire's fingers tremble as she takes the book. I knew you wouldn't. Emily flips to another page. Look. David leans in. His name is there. A list of actions he supposedly did. Things he doesn't remember doing. Dad said he saw Rachel at the store today, but Rachel is gone. Mom said the man in the suit followed her home. She won't remember tomorrow. Dad got a call. He told me to forget. David stumbles back. I never. You did, Emily says, voice shaking. And then you forgot, just like everyone forgets. Claire presses a hand to her head. Her thoughts feel foggy, like something is pressing against them. I don't remember anything. Emily's voice drops to a whisper. That's because they're making you forget. David flips through more pages, desperate, until he finds today's entry. A single line. By the time you finish reading this, you will forget it all. The words blur, his vision swims, and then nothing. Claire wakes up on the couch, disoriented. The house is quiet, too quiet. She blinks at the dimly lit room. What was she doing before this? Her heart stutters as she notices the notebook lying open on the coffee table. She picks it up. A fresh entry is scrawled across the page in shaky handwriting. If you're reading this, you lost time again. A chill creeps down her spine. She flips back a few pages. They're filled with her handwriting, but she has no memory of writing them. Footsteps sound behind her. Claire turns sharply. David stands in the doorway, eyes vacant. "Where's Emily?" she asks. David tilts his head. "Who?" Claire's stomach drops. "Our daughter, David, Emily." David frowns. "Claire, we don't have a daughter." The words hit her like a slap. Claire shakes her head violently. No, this wasn't real. She shoves the notebook at him. "Read this." David skims the pages, his expression blank. "I don't remember any of this." Claire grips his arms. "She was here. She warned us. The man—" A knock at the door. Claire freezes. David's gaze shifts toward it, and suddenly his lips curl into a slow, unfamiliar smile. "She's gone, Claire," he says softly. "It's better this way." The doorknob turns, and Claire remembers. Too late. Claire bolts upright in bed, drenched in sweat. The room is pitch dark. Was it a dream? Her pulse races as she hears whispers outside the bedroom door. She inches toward it, pressing her ear against the wood. Voices. David's, low and monotone. And another voice, distorted, mechanical. "You're resisting again," the second voice murmurs. "It won't last." Claire barely breathes. "Erase her memories," the voice orders. "She's remembering too much." A pause. David sighs. It's getting harder. She fights it. "Then we take her next." Cold terror locks Claire in place. Her fingers tighten around the doorknob. Then movement. A shadow slipping beneath the door, something inhuman. Claire stumbles back as her vision blurs. No, not again. The whispers grow louder. A pressure builds in her skull, as if fingers are reaching into her mind, prying apart her thoughts. "Forget, Claire," the voice coaxes. "Let go." Darkness swallows her. Claire wakes up at the kitchen table. David places a cup of coffee in front of her. "Rough night?" She rubs her temples. "Yeah, I had this weird dream." David chuckles. "You always do." A strange emptiness gnaws at her. Something is missing. Her gaze drifts to the fridge. There's a small chalkboard with 2 names written on it. David, Claire. Her fingers twitch. Wasn't there another name? Something shifts in the corner of her vision. She turns sharply. Nothing. Just the faintest scent of lavender in the air. She shakes her head. "I feel like I forgot something important." David's hand tightens around his coffee mug. "You're fine," he says. But his smile doesn't reach his eyes. A knock at the door startles her. David rises, but Claire grabs his arm. "Don't." His brow furrows. "Why?" Her heart pounds. Why does she feel like opening that door means losing everything? David pulls away, stepping toward the door. The handle turns. And suddenly, a voice whispers in Claire's mind, urgent, desperate. "Run." A voice she should know, but doesn't. The door swings open. A girl stands on the porch. Pale, shaking, familiar. Claire's breath catches. "Who?" "I don't have time," the girl says. "You need to listen." David stiffens. "You shouldn't be here." The girl ignores him, stepping closer to Claire. "They're making you forget me. They'll do it again. You have to fight it." Claire's head spins. She knows this girl. Emily. Tears burn her eyes. "Emily?" David grips Claire's arm hard. "We don't know her." His tone is sharp, almost pleading. Emily's face twists with panic. "Mom, please, they're resetting you. Every time you sleep, every time you trust him, they erase me." Claire sways. The fog in her mind thickens. Her thoughts blur. David's grip tightens. "Go upstairs, Claire. Forget this." Emily shakes her head. "If you listen to him, you'll lose me forever." Claire's pulse pounds. Who was lying? Who was real? David steps between them. Say the word, Claire. Let her go. Emily reaches for her. Say my name, Mom, just once. That's all it takes. Claire opens her mouth, and everything shatters. Claire's mind fractures as two realities fight for dominance. David grips her wrist. Choose me, Claire. His voice is calm, almost hypnotic. Emily's eyes glisten with desperation. Please, Mom, you have to remember. A sharp pain stabs through Claire's skull. Flashes of memories. Emily's laughter, her tiny hand in Claire's, bedtime stories, flicker and fade like dying light bulbs. David steps closer, voice soothing. You're sick, Claire. You always have been. Emily clutches her arms. No, he's lying. You were never sick. They made you forget me. Claire's breath shudders. A choice. David's hand tightens. Trust me. Emily's voice is barely a whisper. Trust yourself. Claire gasps as realization crashes over her. She remembers. With a broken sob, she whispers, Emily. David's face darkens. The house groans, shifting unnaturally. Claire's vision flickers. The walls seem to warp, reality twisting. David's grip loosens as he exhales sharply. You shouldn't have done that. Everything around her splits apart, and the illusion shatters.